do you believe that this is what will steer the direction of this relationship? Do you agree with Seema that Biden and the Biden White House may be very irritated today with Obama for basically trying to change the headlines?
Well, I don't think the democracy debate says that India and United States should not come closer. I don't think that's the point. The 70 uh, congressmen and senators who have signed that letter to Biden are not saying, and nor are the universities saying, that India and United States should not come closer. The China factor looms large. Absolutely. Um, it's simply the point that this relationship would be deeper, better, and if we also sort out the democracy question. I don't think President Obama, former President Obama, is under an obligation to make it easier for Biden. There are some larger principles also that he believes in, and he expressed those principles very honestly in that interview with Christiane Amanpour. He's not the president. He's not running the show. He is also worried about. He. I don't think he doesn't. I don't think he's against India and United States coming closer. That's not the point. Also, please note, 70 people who have signed, I think, with the exception of one maybe, and not even one, are all Democrats. How many Democrats are in the Senate and the House? My calculation is 265. So 70 out of 265, that's a very large number. 70 out of 265 are saying these are, I think there may be one Republican there, I'm not sure. I think they're all Democrats. But they are saying that India and United States should come closer. It's a good thing that's happening. Nor are they non-governmental. Even the editorials in the New York Times and the Washington Post are not against India and United States coming closer. And the agreements that have been announced about investment, about defense collaboration, about energy, and also about the comments on Ukraine and global order and Pakistan. I don't think people are against that. It's just that this has to be deeper. And the deeper question is what's happening to democracy in India between elections, and what's happening to democracy in the Republican states of USA. Right now, okay. So let me also add one more thing here. The uh, President Obama may, for what he said, may be disliked by President Biden today, but really that's not the point. The point is also what makes the relationship deeper, as I said, and that's what he addressed. Obama is not against India and United States coming closer. He's
Got
in
it.
favor of that.
Got it. Let's take comments from Seema and Akriti, and then we need to also shift gear and look at some of the other things that were said in the U.S. Congress. But Seema, do go ahead.
So, President Obama was very willing to deal with Modi when he wanted a bargain on climate change. Remember that? So, this is all about doing things together, whatever can be done. And in practical terms, I don't know what the US Congress can do to make the government of India do a certain thing that they don't like, or Modi to do certain things that they want him to do. What, in practical terms, can they do except to use some sort of coercive tactic? Uh, India doesn't take any aid, okay, so they can stop the GA engine deal from going through, but that hurts the US as well in terms of job. Today,
Mhm.
President Biden talked about India buying those 200 Boeing planes, right? How that alone would support so many jobs in the US. It's all of that. I really don't know where this takes us. I think this battle has to be fought at home. It just makes everyone feel better over here, I think, especially members of Congress who increasingly, maybe I'm becoming a cynic having lived here too long. They do performance art, like they'll make this statement because some donor or some group is demanding that they make a statement, or certain amount of funding will stop, or some invitations to those donor rich dinners will stop. I mean, it's all very brutal out here. So I know it looks different from the outside, but Washington is a pretty politically brutal place.
Interesting and very cynical. Akriti, do you feel less cynical, or do you feel, Ashutosh, you're wanting to say something? Let me allow Ashutosh a brief
I don't
interjection. And
understand.
yeah,
I really don't.
yeah.
I have a fundamental disagreement with Seema on this panel. I think if Seema is saying that Indian Americans are telling 70 senators and congressmen and congresswomen, that they will stop funding them, giving them money if they don't issue a statement on democracy. I don't know where to find evidence for a claim like that. Indian Americans at this point would stop funding those senators and congressmen and women who are who appear to be saying things that Indians don't like or Modi doesn't like.
No,
Indian American category is very different here.
no,
Indian American money is not going to be stopped because Indian American money cannot generate 70 senators and congressmen and women saying you must pay attention to democracy. Indian American money saying don't pay attention to democracy. Just
Seema,
go ahead.
Seema.
Just be closer.
okay, just to clarify, I think you misunderstood me completely. The money is not, I did not say it's coming from Indian Americans. I did not name the groups. It's obviously not coming from in many
Why,
Indian
why,
Americans.
why do you simply not see this as
It's coming
as an
from,
ideological battle? Why do you simply not
it's
see it as an ideological argument?
the money many times is coming from groups that they feel aggrieved. Muslim groups, you an organization called CARE, the Council or American Islamic Relations. These are very large group. They're pan-national. They really have a lot of influence on the Congress. It's not. Uh, I think you misunderstood what I was saying.
Okay.
There are lots of groups in operation in Washington, D.C., with different agendas, some of them supported by, I would say, Pakistan, even, ISI and things like that.
Okay, I think this is Ashutosh. Yeah, I know. You're going to take objection to that. One sentence and then Akriti. We've got to move on. We've got 10 minutes left. Ashutosh, one sentence. Ashu, do you want your
No, I,
sentence?
I I think we should take arguments seriously, ideological battle seriously. Not everything is produced by money, though quite a lot is produced by money. But anyone who says that money is the reason this is happening should be able to produce some serious evidence for it. Otherwise, it's a straightforward ideological battle. This ideological battle does not mean that India and United States should not come closer, and GE should not invest, and Micron should not invest, and drones should not be provided for intelligence. No, nothing of that sort. That's not the issue. The issue is what brings America and India into what brings them into a deeper dialogue and deeper relationship. That's what the issue is here, and
Okay, now,
that's an ideological battle.
okay, now Akriti, the democracy demands that we give Akriti her say. Akriti, please do go ahead. Yes.
I think the only point I wanted to make, and maybe I'm going to sound the most cynical here, is I think we're in danger of overdoing this debate to the extent that it actually gives ammunition to those in India who say that there are, pockets of the US that are against the relationship.
What's the image or the quote or the statement that stays with you?
Well, I mean, I think it's, overall the day has the feel of a potentially historic visit. I mean, the breadth of issues that have been put on the table, the possibilities for future cooperation is very, very meaningful.